Yo, yo, yo! So, I came across this on Instagram, and it's about hip hop in general. What people are listening to, what they're saying in their lyrics. I mean, I've been a hip hop fan for years, and I've been an MTV hip hop fan. And that's where I say MTV because when I grew up, we had radio friendly hip hop music. And it's not until you get the actual song you start to realize some of the lyrics aren't what they seem. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus when it comes to hip hop because hip hop, it glorifies violence to women, violence to their own people. And people listen to it and they love it. They love what they're listening to. It sounds good. And sometimes people, they just don't seem to be able to get out that rut of rapping or making songs about things that are very negative. I mean, it's very weird how the world works. Like it moves off of negativity. And I know I'm sounding a bit odd. I don't know how to get round to saying things. It's like I let this guy talk it through because he seems to know more than me.
Says if you plant seeds of righteousness, you will harvest a crop of love. I see a lot of love starting to be harvested, you heard me? That's Troy and Rashad from Earn Your Leisure. That's Jim Jones. Podcast a year and a half.
Good. What it is that what I'm trying to explain is like what I do notice is I'm gonna be honest that now I remember where we're coming from the mind frame. These hip hop artists, they're hypocrites because what they do is sell out first. Okay, so you got someone like, I don't get a name names, but maybe 50 Cent, KRS-One, and these guys will glorify the most negative aspects of hip hop and black culture, and they will amplify it as much as they can, and the media will push it towards the young children. There'll be gun violence. I mean, yeah, he got shot 9 times, right? So he's gonna live off of that, and that's where he's gonna push that as his narrative. That's him. Tupac, Biggie, talking about violence, guns. It's like they're rapping a whole gangster scenario. You know what I mean? It's like a movie. It's like sometimes you listen to these musics. It's like a movie. They're portraying in your head, and some people would try and live that lifestyle to a point where they end up dead. But as I say, why I say they're hypocrites, because as soon as these guys made as much money as they can, they've gone a different route. They don't believe in what they were singing about, what they were rapping about. They don't believe in it. As soon as they made money, they're out. 50 Cent, he will rap. But really, now these days, you think he's gonna be in these street beefs with people like this? He clowns people on the internet these days. 50 Cent is known for clowning people on the internet. He ain't gonna go out and shoot people or do anything or beat people up. I wouldn't test the dudes, but same thing with any other rapper. They try to navigate away from hip hop once they made their money. And yeah, someone like Jim Jones, like the money's dried up for this dude. The money has dried up. He's doing podcasting now. I wonder if there was any money any day. I wonder what he was doing before, because I thought he was just out there touring. But it's like he was just sitting down in his little mansion house somewhere, just playing Xbox. And then Fabrics and the Maino came along and be like, "You want to do a podcast?" And he's like, "Well, I ain't got nothing to do it."
Half ago saying that the lack of accountability in hip-hop and the glorification of all the wrong messages is what's helping contribute to the downfall of the black community.
Yeah, he's got a point, but it's one of those things. Like half of these dudes they end up dead anyway, man. I'm on YouTube for a while. Like every couple of months, it's like, hey, this dude died, this dude got shot, and like half of them I don't even know. They just put words together. They call these guys rappers, right? They put words together, but I wouldn't call them actual rappers, man.
Jim Jones and I have had words and issues in the past, and I said the OGs in hip-hop need to do better about what they glorifying and what they support.
The OGs. Oh my god. You think they care? They made their money. Look what they're doing now. Podcasting. Look what Fat Joe's doing. Fat Joe, that's what I was saying. Like before, when they came in, they glorified all the negativity. Now they're looking at things like, whoa. So Fat Joe comes on a TV show. He's like, yeah, I lied about everything. It's like, you lied? Yeah, half it was capped about my lyrics. It's like, cause he realizes now people are being held accountable for the things they're rapping about. I remember there was one point where the mainstream media was oblivious to the slang of hip hop, to a point where LL Cool J could come into a commercial and literally diss them. And they didn't understand the wordplay, they didn't understand it. But now with the internet and you got like translations, all the slang is there for you to. Cause Google wasn't really about back then. It was about, but you couldn't really just go in like tap into your computer and be like, what does this slang mean? Now you can do that, and you realize, well, this guy be dissing me. You know, it's crazy.
I'm gonna show y'all this clip. It's going viral. To see these brothers here telling Jim Jones the same thing that I was saying on their podcast, it just lets me know, man, God's word said all we gotta do is plant seeds of righteousness wherever we go, and in God's time, that harvest is gonna come back, and that crop is gonna be a crop of love. You heard me? We duck and dodge accountability inside of hip hop more than anything I have ever seen in life, to where we want to overtly, blatantly be able to have lyrics that are glorifying murder, that are saying you a dead man, saying I got partners I can give a bag and you'll be done with, in so many ways. We want to be able to say this stuff, but then run behind, I'm just talking about what I seen growing up in the hood. I'm just talking about, that's just my...
And then half of these rappers, they don't really care what goes on in the hood. They're looking to get out of the hood. You know, it's weird, because like they will glorify all the negativity in the world, and they get out. You know.
Man, shut up, man. To all the rappers that be trying to, like, bro, I just didn't heard the same regurgitated excuses over and over when people trying to make this stuff okay, brother. It's a difference between narration and glorification. You heard me? I come from the Ninth Ward, the east side of New Orleans, so I could definitely narrate seeing the street life, being adjacent to it. You heard me? Glorifying it, though, is a whole different thing, to where I'm making this stuff seem sexy.
I don't think Sexy Red's a rap superhero.
So you're just going by popularity?
No, I'm going by I really been around to and seen what type of superhero.
I get it that we want to support everybody. At what level do we have responsibility as black people to have better messaging than the shit that we've been conditioned
Now, if you coming from that angle, then yeah, you can do that angle. But if we coming from the angle of rap,
at some point in time, we got to hold ourselves accountable and we got to hold our culture accountable.
Okay.
A lot of this shit is embarrassing.
More people respect me for hustling now than they do for gangbanging.
What group of people in America, race-wise, has the lowest income?
Black people, you would say?
Okay.
Minority, yeah.
Black people. Who has the lowest net worth?
Will be black people.
Who has the lowest life expectancy?
Will be black people.
Who has the highest incarceration rate?
Will be black people.
If we losing on every statistical category, we got to start to make radical changes. Hip hop has been around for 50 years and it has done good, but it's done a lot of harm too. We got to be honest. And the problem, I think, is that we keep turning a blind eye, but this shit is influential and it's influencing people and it's not helping.
That ain't him.
He's got a point, man. I respect that, man. I respect what he's saying, because not everything in hip hop these days. You don't really hear anything really positive, but you gotta hear a lot of negative stuff. A lot of people out there, they're living that lifestyle. They're believing in it. Hip hop's almost like a religion to them, and it's not good. Like, I remember growing up with hip hop, and I started to realize that I think when Big died and Tupac, you start to see that the ideology of what they were believing in is what got them killed. Because Tupac is a very good rapper, very good, but you can see there's a difference between when he was Tupac rapping and then there's Tupac Death Row. You can see the change in him, the way he was rapping. And even people like someone like Big, Notorious B.I.G., some of the stuff he was rapping about was terrible. Even his mum was listening to it and he's like, this is bad. I don't listen, but it was what's selling. It's that negativity music. That's what's selling. And it's what's making money. And as long as it makes money, people will continue to sing and rap about negative things. That's the way it goes. You know, if it doesn't sell, they ain't gonna rap about it. I don't expect these guys to come out and bust out some Christian raps, but there are other things they could rap about. Anyway, I'm out. Like and subscribe.